Hey everyone, this is Prez the Collector here, back again for a very, very special video. We are joined by my good friend Yadig. If you don't
Yes,
know who
sir.
this is the man who has bought two rebreathers off the bat, shook the entire Bat Cowls market, and we're here to pick his brains, learn from the man, see who's behind the mask. And yeah,
That's right.
today we're gonna be doing some deep dives. How you doing, Yadig?
Hey, man, glad to be here. Just honored that you had me on the show, man.
Well, I think hey, do you hear that? I think we're missing something.
Wait, wait, did you
Is
see
that
that?
is that is that a bat signal? I think we're ready.
Okay, yeah. All right, yeah, we got the signal.
I think we're ready to do this.
Yep. Okay, that was the perfect intro, honestly.
All
That was
right,
fucking creative.
should we get rolling?
Let's do it.
All right, man. So tell me a bit about yourself because well, I guess I'll start. I've met you through well, Twitter really, the Bat Cowl Twitter, where everything goes down. Um, and yeah, we've just been. I've been seeing your. Well, how I saw you was I saw you just one random night just sniping down cows that are they're ice nickel cows. I remember them. They're I remember that red nickel
Yeah,
cow that's covering 90% of the body, and I think you're gonna show me soon. But
yeah.
I remember you sniping that down. It's red on red. I remember
Three.
because
That was a 3000 DAS 3D.
in fact, is that 3 or 4,000? It's
That
something like
was that was 3000.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
remember you took that down, but then you didn't stop there. What caught my attention was you kept doing it for like a couple more nights. So I thought, who is this new player in the game? Because you know, every time someone buys something, I'm on it. I've been looking at it, because we have a small-ish um, group of people that love these nice bat cows, right? We've got
right.
maybe like under 20, don't we, that really go to town with it. So when you started making your moves, I had to obviously introduce myself and say, hey, do you need a hand, my fellow bat cow lover?
Yeah, probably the worst day of my life. I mean, when I met you. All my liquidity, all my liquidity got drained out. My wife's probably like, "What the hell? Like, who the hell is this guy?" So, no, I mean, yeah, I gotta think back then. Yeah, I bought that brush. I remember my first brush nickel, and it's like a dark gray, and it had a bunch of rare materials, and I was like a kid in the candy store. I'm like, oh man, these materials, like, and I just really fell in love with that brushed nickel, and I bought one.
In fact,
Yeah,
should we just have a look? Do you have it? Do you have
yeah,
the
yeah.
cow
I
number?
don't have the one that my original one that I bought, but the first two I bought,
Uh,
I ended up liquidating not too
mm,
long, like a little while later. But the first big boy that I bought was, yeah, that 89217. If we bring that one up.
yeah. I think
No, I bought that on September 15th, looks like.
oh
For
yeah.
$3,000.
So maybe I should share my screen so you could
Yes, you
see it
share your
as well.
screen. Now that was my first, like, you're always really like into your first purchase, you know what I mean? You're always gonna be your first love, right? Your first purchase. But like this was that first one where I was like,
It's this one.
"Oh
There we go.
my God." Yeah.
89217.
Yeah, that one right there.
Oh, and you know what? It
To
still slaps.
Yeah, to me that balance, that color balance is just maybe potentially has the best color balance. I mean, you could mint like anything that's not a non-attachment. It's got the ultra rare sundown brush nickel and then the ultra rare under the hood.
Yeah, so I
Easily
yeah.
the best under the hood one.
Yeah. So if
Love
we
the
go
collection.
to um, the Bat Cowl traits, um, traits and rarity calculator, we could actually
Yeah, what's
see. Yeah, the under the hood, there's only 14 of them. So
14?
actually,
Yeah.
damn, that's actually that's rarer than some of the Louis the Lilac materials. So this is like
Yeah.
1 in 14, and the way that it's red on red, just
Oh
crazy.
yeah.
And then the atomic pink as well, the eyes.
Yeah. I mean that thing. Obviously, that's a DAS 3D. We all have our opinions on DAS 3D, but nobody can deny that they came out with some real beauties.
That's fire.
Um, Now anyone could dispute how they came out with those. I'm not really sure. I'm kind of newer to the scene, but uh, anything that's DAS 3D that comes out definitely has my attention. So that could be one of the crown jewels in the DAS 3. And I think when I bought it for 3,000, they thought that was like really, really high priced because at the time it was.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think when you joined though, I think it was around the similar prices. It was around 500-600, right? The cows.
yeah, I mean you could still get them. I still think you could get some. They were still selling around 300,
Oh, really?
400.
When you
Still, yeah,
joined?
there was definitely somebody would floor them every once in a while.
Mm.
Um, so yeah, I got that September 15th, and then next I bought because after that I mean, I just fell in love with
Mm.
the community, and I fell in love with everybody and part of it. And so then I started.
Yeah,
I
tell
got on
me.
this mad search for
Yeah, tell me.
DAS 3D.
Tell me about how you got started in the cows and stuff like that. How
Okay.
how did you
Full disclosure, I've never even bought an NFT before.
mm,
Bat Cows, which is kind of crazy, right?
mm,
But I just kind of didn't like, when NFTs came out, like I wasn't really believing, and I
mm,
was kind of like always been a crypto denier.
mm.
Um, so
But tell me about yourself. Like if I was
yeah,
to like drum roll you and bring you into this like the boxing ring, like we've been joking about this. Like you're the former playboy millionaire, high stakes
oh yeah,
businessman,
Batman, yeah,
um,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
high
Yeah, I
roller,
mean,
high.
definitely, I've definitely enjoyed the ladies in my day. Um, I mean, like, why wouldn't you? But yeah, I own my own business. My wife owns her own business, so we basically just started with love and grew and grew and grew. Um, Fortunate enough, she was able to sell one of her businesses that was really successful,
Mm,
and we were able to kind of start to make it get out of the grind a little bit. Even though I feel like I'm in the grind, I got 3 kids and a business that I have to be at 5 days a week.
mm,
But it's all a blessing. But yeah, just worked really, really, really hard.
mm.
Kept my head down. Me and the wife kept our head down, and a couple breaks here and there, and we became very, very successful for our ages. So
Did you
achieved
did,
achieved a success not many people achieve. Um, and I'm still in my 30s, so
would you say
I'm
would you
I'm
say
greedy.
you
I
worked
want
your
more.
way from nothing to where you are, or
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, definitely. My parents. I didn't come from money.
okay.
I barely came from class. The wife, her family has all the class. So,
I wouldn't
yeah,
say
just
that.
by being a good person, staying positive, um,
You're very much
doing,
into God as well, right? Like you.
yeah, always keeping God number
Mm,
one. That's a thing.
mm,
Always keeping God number one, because that's really puts you in a place where you're ready to serve other people,
mm,
and that's really what we're all looking for is someone to help us achieve what we need.
mm,
That sounds kind of bad or whatever, but essentially, like, so you really just need to put yourself out there for other people,
I
and it's
agree.
gonna come back to you.
Mm.
Um, so yeah, I'll say just a good faith man out here doing my part for the community and
You're
waiting
a
for
good
the
guy.
blessings.
We're good
Yeah,
guys. in the
Yeah,
end.
yeah, yeah,
We
definitely.
might
You're a
we
good
might
guy.
be accumulating the nice cows, but that's because people are sleeping, you know.
Yeah, yeah, we got a bag. We got a bag, so we'll see. I mean, it works for us and we deserve it, We were here. We were just like the Bored Ape people. They were there. They
Hey man,
deserve
I'm not at
everything
your
we
level.
get.
I'm here to pick your brain.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely. I got respect for anyone out there who's willing to take a chance and willing to make a move when other people tell them not to, and then it turns out. I mean, that's most of our life story.
So what got? How did Bossman get you in then? It's the story of that.
Okay, yeah, Boss Man. Well, Boss Man was an OG mentor.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like at like 2 o'clock before the night before, he got like an email or something.
Mm.
He checked his email and got this thing, and so he bought one. Got a really rare background. I think the contaminated background.
Mm.
And he was hitting me up, oh, bat cows, bat cows, bat cows. I was like, yeah. I was like, uh. And then one night, I don't know, I got like a wild hair or something, and I was like, let me look at these bat cows. Like, I'm gonna take a look. And I looked at it and I said, bro, this is a scam. I was like, there's 200,000 of these things. I was like, they're not gonna be worth shit. He's like, no, there's only 11,000. I was
Five
like,
hundred
what? I was like, because I
eleven
didn't read the
thousand.
fine print well enough, right?
Yeah, five
And he's
hundred
like,
and
okay.
forty-four. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, there's 11,000. So I was like, oh man, there's only 11,000 of these Batman? I was like, oh man. And I started looking into the rarities and getting into that rabbit hole,
Yeah.
that everyone goes into. And you're like, oh man, the colors, the materials. And then I
Mm.
remember seeing a rebreather,
Mm.
right? Like, not knowing that I would own two within like 2 or 3 weeks from there. But I remember seeing one. I was like, oh my God,
Mm.
that shit smacks.
Mm.
Like, I like the spiked cow. Like, it's okay. But there's something about the rebreather with the eyes and everything and the mask where I was just like,
Well,
this shit.
that's a funny story, right? Because it actually got voted in now recently. The
Right.
well, where they're gonna face off, which is it's gonna be in the underwater cave or something.
Yeah. See, I paid everyone off to put
Yeah, no, that
yeah,
must
to
be
pump my bags.
totally what
That's the
happened.
classic bag pump story.
That's
I'm glad it's
definitely what.
paying off. So
Thanks. Yeah, I
money
mean
well
we
spent.
do have Bot Cowl Twitter. I do
Yeah,
notice that he's.
I had to bot people from like India. I got bots in there, everything. I got it. I got the whole thing. I mean,
So basically, well, really, all you had to do was convince sharks to vote.
yeah, sharks. Yeah.
Yeah, to just
Well,
vote.
see, sharks. He has too much money. I can't buy him off.
No, but you just had to say, "Hey, sharks, man, I think you're cool.
No, no, you're right. You
Can
got
you
to go to
vote
him
V?
because
Can
he's
you
got the
vote
cows.
V for me?" Yeah.
No, yeah. If anyone you go to meet Angel, he's the nicest guy in the community.
Yeah, yeah, and him as well. So you got
Yeah.
both of them, and that's pretty much the swing vote, like
Yeah.
10% of the
Yeah.
cows.
Just had to pay off two people. It was easy.
All right. Is there anything else in the collection that? Well, actually, do you know what? Let's. It's probably best if we go through a bit more
Yeah, we
of.
gotta definitely go through 8.8. Well, I bought after the red one. I bought another DAS 3D came on the market. Cal 88319. Pull that one up real quick. That one is like really pretty.
Yeah, I think I have to share my screen quickly as well.
I'm gonna throw a different throw that boy on there.
88319. Yeah, this one.
Yeah, 88319.
Okay.
Now that's a put in purple.
Yeah, this Joker slash Harley Quinn, right?
That's got the firebug light effect too, which is pretty special.
Yeah, that's pretty rare.
But I pretty much my requisites. I really like if it's something I'll buy. I mean, I've definitely had some after the comics, after I went going heavy on the Supermans. I've definitely had some liquidity issues. Um, so
We all have those. I mean,
I know.
except for yourself, but yeah.
No, yeah, I mean, everyone has a number. Trust me. There's never one. Even Dr. Profit. Apparently
Okay.
his number is 12 million
Yes.
based off the new lawsuit, but we won't get into that.
Yeah, that's a
Um,
dangerous place to be. Let's
yeah.
focus.
I just I'm supporting Vivi, I'm supporting Dr. Profit, I'm supporting everybody why they find the solutions to their problems.
Yeah.
So, I stay neutral.
Yeah, no, I
Okay.
mean, I just don't know enough about it, and I don't
Yeah,
really
you
mean
just give
it's.
people support, Press. Trust me. Trust me. You can't help anyone in this world. You just give them support, and they'll love you. Okay. But okay, moving on. So that one, yeah. What do you think of that one? Pretty good pickup.
Yeah, no, I think putting
As
purple.
3D.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay, and then I picked up
I dig it.
88446.
I dig
Another
it.
DAS 3D. Shocker.
8 8. Sorry, go ahead.
88446. Now this
Oh
is
yeah.
obviously
Mm.
one of the most special ones in the collection.
Mm. I get it.
Um,
Yeah, it's a.
Speaks for itself.
Yeah, it's like a double Bluetooth.
I'm not sure what it comes out in the rarity tool, what the number is, but I'm sure it's pretty good. I'm
Mm.
waiting for them to do the rarity tool to like just have it like,
You mean the
it'd be cool
official
if
one?
they,
Mm.
yeah, if this was like number 30 rarity or whatever it comes out to be. I don't want to like pump my own bags or anything, but
I think Pirate
so
Bros got a couple of these.
yeah, so once I got that, I got obsessed with two earpieces, right? Like that's not it's something that's cheap to get obsessed with. Um, so I bought so those three are DAS 3D, and then I got another one that is DAS 3D 88630. Now I just got blessed because what had happened was I came into the market with a lot of liquidity, and at the same time as I came in, DAS 3D dropped all of these
Mm.
cows.
Mm.
Now I got this one for 1450 on 926.
Yeah, it's got the black on skyline purple brushed nickel on
Yeah,
top.
and
Yeah.
that background really matches the cow too. So I really was big into I wanted a matching
Mm.
background.
Mm.
I wanted it DAS 3D.
Mm.
I wanted it low profile jaw.
Mm.
Um,
I love it.
yeah, yeah. So that's obviously, and then I really got into the like the brushed nickel.
Mm.
So
I know
that's
you did.
for some reason I can't say no to brushed nickel, but I can now obviously since the liquidity issues.
And plus
Um,
that you bought everything you wanted, so yeah.
yeah, I pretty much got the bag. At a certain point, you just got to be like, you got to look at what you got. So I bought those. I was pretty happy with those, but apparently, no, I wasn't. I thought I should have been happy. Like the normal person in their brain would be happy with
Actually,
like,
I have a question now for you.
yeah,
Um, when it comes to like cows and stacking them and stuff like that. What are your thoughts on that? Are you more of a I guess you don't do you approach it from what it's gonna hit the most price in OpenSea when we get there, or are you thinking this is my private collection for the future, or are you thinking, because some people stack them like up to the heavens, right, for the rewards and stuff like that. What are your thoughts on that?
yeah. I mean, basically, all my thoughts come down to waiting for crypto summer.
Mm.
Yeah. I've essentially been able to buy low, in my opinion. Um, so I'm waiting to sell high.
Mm.
Um,
Mm.
so essentially that's where all my thoughts come around. Yeah, of course OpenSea, like once it goes to OpenSea, like we've got to get that ETH on here.
Mm.
Um, the ETH is just so crucial.
Mm.
And to me, when you compare and contrast these to what's on OpenSea,
Mm.
um, the IP
Mm.
is just phenomenal compared to what's on OpenSea.
Yeah.
Um, all these companies on OpenSea are looking for legitimacy.
Mm.
This is like oozes legitimacy.
Mm.
So I think that's going to be big for people. And then, like I said, the crypto summer, ETH gets back up to $3,000-$4,000, and then you're going to be seeing these sell for 7, 8, 10 ETH. 30, 40, $50,000. That's what my thinking.
Mm.
Just a great IP
Mm.
combined with great platform. Now, I'm definitely concerned with how bad OpenSea is whooping Palm's butt right now. like that definitely gets like. I mean, I know if I was Matt Mason in them, I would not be able to stand for that. Like, um,
Are you talking like volume of sales at the moment?
I'm
Or
talking like the rarity tools, the um, like what's another difference? Like when you the owners, you can search for the who's the owner.
mm,
You can search for the active recent sales, recent listings.
mm,
Everything that makes OpenSea great doesn't even exist on Palm,
we're in a closed
which is a little
network.
concerning. I mean,
Mm,
I'm a type of person where like if someone has a great idea,
mm,
I'll just steal that idea.
mm,
Now, I mean, I think that they should be able to develop a rarity tool. I don't think that's like stealing all OpenSea's ideas.
mm,
I think it's just like, this is a good idea. Like, let me put it on my website.
mm.
You know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to, like, our collections should be like, the back house should be like 1 through 11,000 rarity.
Mm.
You know what I mean? There should be like a calculator on that.
That's
And that's,
interesting. That's interesting
yeah, I
because
mean,
they
that's
just
what
turned
makes
that
it
off.
fun. Like the
They just
broadsider, the number
yeah.
one broadsider, right?
But they just turned that off now. Actually, that's
Yeah, they just turned it off, which we'll see how that works because I actually think that's not good.
yeah.
I
They're,
mean,
they're,
what are your thoughts on that?
yeah, my thoughts are yeah, I bought the number 5 recently. I threw
Yeah,
down
it's
some
amazing.
ETH in that. Yeah, no, it's cool, man. I mean, for me, whether they have a rarity tool or not, I know my product is wanted. I have people knocking on my door like to say, "Hey, are you selling this?" So I don't need a tool to tell me how good my product, like my choices are. You know, but at the same time, I think they're trying to appease to the public for sure, like to the normal, like when I say normal, right? I'm talking like people that don't want to invest any more than the floor, and that's a lot of people. So, and I can only speculate what their actual thoughts are like, but I'd imagine they're just trying to break new ground and make headlines and stuff like that. But why release the tool and then take away the tool? It's kind of like it's brought more attention to the rankings, in my opinion, like, or what the previous rankings are. And
Yeah,
it's not even the last ranking. If you go to gem.xyz, they have their own rankings, so that stays there. A rarity sniper, I'm sure they have their own rankings there. They just turned it off in OpenSea. That's all. You know.
right.
So for me, you know what the one. If you sort by highest last sale, the people tell you what the highest rank are.
Right.
And in the same way, the cows tell what the most desirable cows are because they sell instantly for
Right.
thousands. You know,
Right.
so that's my thoughts. I think that's it. That's it. Really, I can't really say
Hmm.
anymore.
Yeah. I definitely think one of the biggest we've got, I'd love to see like, you just get the like the active sales that are happening, more information on that. Well, you're really left in the dark a lot on Palm right now. Like with the comics, you have no idea like did they delist it? Did they sell it? Now you can go on Palm and all that stuff, but I don't really have that sophistication. Um, so
More
it
like,
just seems like
mm,
they've got some catching up to do,
mm,
and that should be priority number one is
mm,
just catching up to OpenSea
mm.
because they're in competition right now, and OpenSea is beating the brakes off of Palm when it comes to these analytics.
So I personally, with my tiny budget, I'm actually loving this space that we have because I mean I'll flip it a little bit. I say I'm sorry, but I cannot compete if this goes past a certain price. So I'm kind of loving the way that this this is all this is all
Yeah,
a bit slow.
right.
And but look at our bat cows right now, man. Look at this.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't see anyone having these, like in
Oh
this
yeah.
in this level. So
No, I mean when
in
I put
some
this thing on, I feel special, man. Like like that's why we had to do the interview with the back house on because
yeah, no, thanks for this, man. Thanks for making me
yeah,
put on this suit and then this thing
I
in my
know.
face. Like it
That's
really
right,
takes.
baby. Yeah, we looking good tonight.
Hey, I wish you could join me in the New Year's Eve. We're actually hitting Park Row. Why don't you fly over with your
Fly over,
wife?
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
just
got 3 kids right now, so
I'll bring them as well.
yeah, just free. I bring the 3 kids, sure, no problem. Hell, I could buy a spike cow for the price it'll cost me. 3 kids, take them over to London. I give me a spiked cow.
Actually, yeah, you probably just want to buy the cow now, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'll just give me a new cow. That's why I said that everyone was going to like Comic Con. I was like, fuck that shit. I'm just gonna buy more cows with that money. And I did. That's why I was buying everything. Was that during that right before that Comic Con
Yeah, I'm
in New
telling you,
York?
man.
That was a good time.
Everything is like calculated how many cows you can buy, floor wise.
Yeah,
You remember
I
I was
know. I got distracted with the comics. I did way too many, bro. I got
Yeah,
way too
tell
many.
me about the comics, man. What's your thoughts on that? And how did
I
that?
mean,
How did you get so distracted with that? By the
I
way,
don't even like Superman, but now I got 23 Superman ones now though.
are you
I mean, I
talking like
got what I think I got what like I forgot I had to write it down. I got so such I think I got one epic like 6 or 7 rares like eight or nine uncommons like 5 commons something like that. I don't know. Eagles up to 23. But my the thinking of it was I'm just gonna get 30 of them and I'll have 1% of the entire market. That was like my thoughts or whatever. Um,
did you think
so
it
I
was
mean,
it was
things have gone
significant?
down since I bought. I'm probably like down like 25, 30% like on it, but I mean, I'm staying patient. I've been buying as it's down, just getting my cost average down. Um, if I had some liquidity, I would potentially take a look at it going in a little bit more, but bat cows are really looking good to me right now. I mean, I don't really need to do much. At a certain point in your life, you have to say in these NFTs, you have to say, "Hey, I have a bag. Like I need to just appreciate what I have." Because so many times that we're constantly chasing that next NFT, that next thing. Oh, I gotta get in to make this happen later. When it's really like sometimes you just gotta say, "Hey, I'm good. I just need to appreciate what I have." There's always that like grass is greener mentality that chases us. Do you feel me on that?
No, definitely I do.
Yeah.
Um, I think yeah, I think we have to be focused on what we think might be a good investment, and then concentrate your efforts on that. I think it's easy to get distracted, and especially like time, right? And then the time you spend buying, selling is just it's like for me, you try and not do it in the middle of your job because it could
Yeah.
take over everything, right?
Right.
Um, but then yeah,
Absolutely.
I get what you mean, and also just digging deep into the investment you chose would allow you to make better decisions. Yeah, no, I get you.
Yeah. So I'm trying just to I got 14 cows right now. Every one of them's pretty high quality. We should actually jump into the next one, 82575.
Yeah, let's do it.
Personally,
Let's do it. Let's do it.
my favorite cow that I own,
82175. Do you say
82575.
8257? Oh yeah, Donatello.
Yeah, the Donatello. Now I think by rarity score, this is the most rare cow I have. It's got the two ultra rare materials, the
Mm,
powder blue composite, and
mm,
then the lantern green resin.
mm.
And then you've got obviously the two 1% traits. Um, Now personally, the Battling Network is my favorite ear attachment,
Oh
and
yeah,
then
look
the
at that.
body cam
Mm,
is my favorite top attachment.
mm,
So I mean, you're just talking like just insanely rare. Now this one was $5,000.
mm.
Um, looks like. Let me look when I bought it. I bought it 9/27/22. So I basically we're going in order of what I bought. This one, this is when I knew I had fucking went crazy, and I still hadn't even gotten the rebreathers yet.
This was the start of your slope, wouldn't it?
Yeah, no, I mean
This
this was like this was like not quite climax, but like
no.
when you know you got a problem. Um, this is I would say the moment. I don't regret buying it.
No, I mean, beautiful, man.
I wanted it. She's mine.
It's like
She's
rare
amazing.
on top of rare on top of rare. The only
I
thing,
mean,
yeah,
other than the background, like if the background was
background and
rare,
then the eye thing, but then everything else is rare.
yeah, yeah, it
And
still
it's
has a
a
6% eyes.
what's the jaw? It's a
I
low
think this
profile jaw
rating
as
is like
well.
781 or something. It's literally could be the most rare one in the whole, other than Jake's 3 attachment. I'm pretty sure that's the most rare. Um, which I tried to get him to sell me that, but I would find the liquidity for that. I will come up with it. I will
You
sell.
know, we have Jake
I
at the
don't know.
background, like going, yes,
I'll
baby.
start selling blood once a week. I don't care. Like, I will do. I don't know what I would have to do, but I have to tell the wife. I mean, I can come up
First, you
with it.
tell
Like
the wife.
yeah, I can come up with it, but he said it's not for sale, so. But that's the one I want. So I mean, I still have the addiction. Okay, so let's take a look at the next one that I got, because I'm pretty sure we're coming up on the rebreathers here.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I think I bought that in the meantime. Okay, so the next one is 88489. Now this is another DAS 3D.
Oh, this is like matching the other one that you have, too.
Yeah, it really does.
Mm.
It's got the atomic pink. The Dark Knight brush nickel, so it's the theme brush nickel. I only paid 830 for this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which I think is a great deal.
Even in
DAS
today,
3D.
yeah, today's
I
standards.
bought this on 928. So one day after the Donatello, I bought this. I yeah.
Mm.
Um, yeah, so it's simple but elegant. It's one of the more simple ones I have, but it's low profile jaw DAS 3D. So there's actually a video out that Daz put out of all their cowls, and this
Okay.
is the first one on the video. It's like it starts with like a shot, and this is the one it starts with,
Mm.
and then it goes through like all these ones that they own.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean it's nothing crazy. So 830, I didn't pay a lot, so
Mm.
um, yeah,
Definitely get
and
snapped today as well, I think.
yeah, exactly. And then so the next one right before that, I bought that on the 28th, and then the next one I bought was the one of the rebreathers. Here, let me scroll down.
Hang on, are we going to the rebreathers now?
Yeah, so I bought the next one I bought was 89786. Okay, and
In
then so I
fact,
bought
you
that
could.
on
In
930.
fact,
So in the
you could.
meantime, waiting for the rebreather sales,
Actually,
let's
in fact,
patch up the Donatello and I mean literally, bro. I got a serious. That's just how these NFTs work, you know.
but
So
this
obviously, you and I have been working on a deal.
we have.
Funny thing is that we need to show them the one that we. The funny thing is about this deal
Mm.
is
I'm just so
the
stunned
one
right
that I
now.
thought that we were actually talking about is 81149. Look that one up.
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a funny misunderstanding, actually.
Yeah. Now I thought that we were negotiating. No, just 8-1. No one at the end. Just 4-9.
Hey.
Now I swear to God that we're negotiating for this one, and I'm like, oh yeah, I love this one, like blue and white, like long ears, love it, gotta have it. Like I'll pay 8,500 for this
Yeah.
thing. Like I will pay because I hit you up. Remember, I hit you up and
I
I was like,
remember. I
hit you up with
remember.
the first one that we just looked at, and I said, hey, get this guy down to 10,000 and I'll buy.
But in
And
my
that's
defense,
that was
we're just talking on Twitter, right? We were just like messaging each
yeah,
other. We weren't actually talking in voice.
yeah, yeah.
In
And
fact,
basically,
we should have probably been doing this, but
you were the one that was kind of teaching me up because I had literally just come into the space like 3 weeks before, like 2 weeks before.
so I think that's where the misunderstanding came from. They were both blue cows.
They're both blue and white.
blue and white rebreathers.
and
It's
they're
not-
both rebreathers. Now this one, that one looks like it has a. Does that have a rare background? No. Okay.
no, no, no.
I was
So
about
this
to
is
say.
just the rebreather actually. That's the only
Yeah.
thing rare about it.
And that's the funny thing is the one I ended up getting is actually more rare
It's
than
more
that one.
rare because it's got the ballistic weave. Yeah. Sorry, can
It's
you
got the
tell
single
me the one?
trait.
Yeah, sorry, tell me the
Eight
um
nine seven eight six.
yeah. So this one is actually one material. Um,
Yeah.
so it's
Hold
not
on.
got the
Yeah.
it's not, so it's actually single material, which makes it rare, but it's not a rare one. It's 2%, but it's literally covering the
Right.
entire face.
Yeah. So we negotiated this one for the other one, and then you basically, I remember you send me the code, the link, and I was like, oh my god! I was like, and I clicked the link, and it was came up to this one. I said, oh, you sent me the wrong link, and you were like, all right, well I'm gonna send it again, because this is an $8,500 deal, so we were like nervous. Everybody was nervous getting the money on there. It's very intense.
It was.
So
It was.
I had a big decision to make if I was going to pull out of this deal or not. And in my opinion, for what it took to get the deal, I said, screw it.
Hmm.
Let's just make it happen, and let's just do it.
Well, actually, we were working two rebreather deals, aren't we? In one go.
Yeah.
It was crazy because there were two sellers of rebreathers at the time, at the high price points. Because I remember selling a rebreather um, to Swag King
King.
for
Yeah.
4,000,
Right.
and
The pink one.
that was it. But that was the only sale, and then
Yeah.
the rest, when the people saw, well, when these guys saw 6,000 sales for the Spike, 665 for Riddler, because Lazy threw down 6G and two of them. So
Right.
obviously these two rebreathers are not going to sell for anything less, you know. So
Right.
that's how that came along, like with this
Yeah.
high price points. And then you came on and said, well, actually, you know what? I don't mind taking these off the board. And ever since, there has been no rebreathers, has there, on sale?
Yeah. There's
That
really no. Yeah. There's no
supply.
high end cows really. No serious sellers right now.
And that's still the case, and it's been a couple of months. So what
Yeah.
is the last when you say the last, what is the one that you're wearing? What's that one? Let's have a look.
Oh yeah, let's take a look. Yeah, this number obviously is 83737. Oh yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, I mean, she is my crown jewel. Um I love the other one obviously,
mm,
but I mean, I really thought I was getting that blue and white one. That's why I paid more for it.
mm,
But yeah, we gotta thank Jameson
mm.
for this one.
Look at that,
Um,
man.
you know,
Wow.
8,000. I'm not sure where it comes out on the rarity score, but
We know where it
wow.
comes on the appearance score.
Yeah, on the appearance score, I mean, it's gotta be potentially
In
could
contention.
I mean top three, I think, in the whole collection.
In contention with the black breather, obviously the all black one as well.
Yeah, the black rebreather. I want to see that one on Snap Lens, but yeah, that black rebreather. It's got the ears, it's got the black, it's got the background. Pretty sure
But
it's got the gray ghost
but
background.
it's funny because we talk like you like the nickel effect. This is an enamel effect, but it's
Yeah,
almost
it's
like the
got the
king
brushed
of,
nickel.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's not brushed nickel, but it's almost the king of brushed nickel,
that's what
right?
I'm saying. Yeah, it's like the king. That's why I came in loving the brushed nickel. It's really like, guys, honestly, you put God number one, the blessings will show up in abundance. So that's my biggest advice to anyone. Just put it in God's hands, and just go out there and be a servant for everybody around you. Just serve, man. Just serve. Just put you in a place to serve, and that's what we ultimately all need to do. We got to serve one another. and make this place a better place. So
What are you looking for now then? Because obviously as someone who's invested quite a bit into it, you talked to me about how, Palm could improve the site experience and all the filtering and recent sales and whatnot. Are you excited for other things that they're kind of teasing, like the bat suits, it appearing in AAA games, ready for 3D extraction, and having, I don't know, a physical counterpart for these cows? What are you most looking forward to? You could say all the above, obviously, but
yeah, I mean, yeah, you bring up the obvious points there. I'm looking to see what the first triple A Avatar project can bring to the table. And I believe in that. And I'm gonna be, my biggest thing I always tell people, I'm gonna be grateful for what I got. I'm gonna be patient for what I don't, and I'm gonna give people forgiveness. So that's how my thing is. That's how I approach anybody and anything and everything. So I'm gonna be grateful for Palm and DC. I'm gonna be patient with Palm and DC, and then if they mess up, I'm gonna give them forgiveness. Um, so I mean, obviously, as like person who's highly, heavily, just crazy invested in this project, I want to see the biggest and best and craziest shit that can possibly happen. But I'm definitely looking for like merchandise. Interoperability would be obviously game changing.
what about the comic votes?
The comic
Do
votes,
you want to
I
do you
like the
want your
comic
cows
vote.
in to do you want your cows to be featured in the legacy comic or anything like that, or what are your do you have any
Yeah,
thoughts about seeing your cow in canons at some point, or
yeah, hit me up, Matt Mason. I
I
just
feel
did a
like I'm
wink.
leading you into
You
these
couldn't tell I
questions.
was winking, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just like I feel like I'm just in good hands.
Mm,
I mean,
mm. It's kind of tough to say. Like we're already having such a good ride. I mean, I don't know about you.
yeah, just
Like
like meeting
tonight has
you
been
and just
fucking
like
amazing wearing these cows.
yeah, I mean, our bat, we have the Bat family, and we're really close. I feel like part of an exclusive club.
Mm.
Um, Now I kind of understand that this last part of the year things are just kind of like winding down and they're waiting to gear up
I,
next
I
year. I
feel like
get that. That
I
makes
feel like
sense to me.
yeah, I feel like we're tripping up. I feel like
Yeah.
we've reached 1,000th floor, and now people have been like falling head over heels trying to undercut each other. It's pretty. It's like,
Yeah.
well, thanks for the new chance. Like for
Yeah. And I really don't think that has anything to do with the cows. I think that's just bigger market forces. I mean,
mm,
we have a lot of sort of deflationary pressures right now. Um, so I'm not staying too worried about that. I actually look at that as an opportunity right now to buy, to get in, to when people are scared. They always say buy low, but people never do.
mm,
And they always say sell high, but people never do. And that's because of the emotions involved.
mm,
People get scared to buy when it's low, and they get greedy to sell when it's high. So
mm,
those are just natural human emotions. But I'm not getting too worried. You gotta know what you got in life.
mm,
So that's really important, knowing what you got.
mm,
And I know what I got here,
mm.
and I know
Tell
what
me,
this
tell me,
community
man. Tell
is.
me, what do we
Yeah,
have here? What do we have
what
here?
do we have here? We got a big IP project, AAA Avatar project. We have funding. We have roadmaps. We have 3D modeling that's already SnapLens ready and Metaverse ready. Um, we have a lot of potential energy and kinetic energy right now. So we're bringing a lot of energy to the table, and I don't see anyone else being able to compete with that,
Mm,
especially with what it took to make the Bat Cows, the
mm.
3D modeling. I mean, this you're talking high quality people, high quality
Products.
industry
Mm.
people, and you're just not gonna find that too
Entering a
often.
new space, right? A
Yeah,
new
people
space.
just aren't going to be able to match that.
No.
So we're on a plateau
Mm.
that nobody's going to be able to reach, It's just gonna take some time. This is a terrible market conditions.
Mm.
It's like building a house when nobody wants to buy a house. You got the best fucking house that anyone's ever seen in their
Hey,
life,
I
but
this
nobody wants to buy a
this
house, so your house doesn't look cool. But when it comes back around, you know you're gonna be living in the mega mansion and everything's gonna be cool. So you got to know what you got. You got to have conviction, and that's a big thing that I know that I've been trying to develop in my like as I've gotten older. Um, because I bought crypto in 2019 and I sold it in 2019. I didn't have the conviction that I needed.
to hold
You got
true.
to know it's coming back, and the crypto bros will tell you that you got to know what you got and you got to be patient.
Thank you for that, man.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have any advice for a new whale coming into the space like yourself?
First, you got to find out what the traits are. You got to learn the product. I'd recommend reaching out to somebody who knows. You can reach out to me or a guy like, yeah, you're probably the best person to talk to. But there's a lot of people out there. Reach out, ask some questions, figure some stuff out. Generally, things are priced pretty well, but you could definitely overpay for some things if you're not careful.
Mm.
So I mean, we all do that. So
Okay.
educate yourself. That's my number one thing.
All right. Yeah. Again, I just want to thank you because you sort of like gave me the push to get the content that we want to see out here, right? And this is why I came out here, is to get this really in the shadows, out of the shadows, because there's so many good people in this project and there's so many good juicy things coming out of this project that, man, like you said, it's just a crazy time to be in. So no, I want to thank you for that, man, and for coming on as well
Hey,
today.
bro, I'm so happy to be here. Looks like this guy he's trying to get me off here. But yeah, man, I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy that you're doing this for the community. It was great. It was fun. It's good to talk stuff. I want you to bring me back here.
Of course.
Maybe in a couple months, and we'll do an update part
We,
two with Yadig.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I love that. And again, thank you for getting us here.
Heck yeah, bro.
I feel like
Heck
this
yeah.
is this is this is
I
like one of the
definitely
best
pumped the
nights.
market some, and nobody can deny that. I sort of kicked off like a little bit of that momentum coming through right before that Thanksgiving. So, but then the Superman definitely did that too. Obviously that Superman was crazy for the community. So we all got to be grateful for that. So, yeah.
No, thank you, man. And I'm looking forward to speaking to you again. But this has been amazing, and I'm sure people will be wanting more. So watch out for your dig. And he's just kicked
That's
off a
right.
bunch of interviews. I think.
So I might be buying more. We'll see. Or might be selling, but I don't know. I'm waiting till crypto summer, so offload a couple. But a couple of these I'd like to keep forever. But you know how that goes.
All right, man. Well, catch you in a bit.
All right, press.
Peace out.